Before, fearing he might be assassinated, Milk recorded an ethical will.
I stood for more than just a candidate. I have never considered myself a candidate. I have always considered myself part of a movement.
It's hard to overstate the changes Milk helped secure. Supervisor Tom Amiano.
When he walked into a room and he was an openly gay guy, he was showing people that, yeah, you better learn about this because you're going to have to live with it eventually.
It is also hard to overstate how different things were back then. Political activist Howard Wallace was in his 20s when he came to San Francisco in the late 60s.
Did you act openly as a gay?
No. I was basically totally in the closet.
For years, so was Harvey Milk. Born on Long Island, Milk had a series of mainstream jobs, even worked on Wall Street, before coming to San Francisco in 1968. He knocked around a bit, eventually opened a photo finishing shop on Castro Street. It soon became a neighborhood clubhouse for the talkative, outgoing political Milk. Dan Nicoletta, now a photographer, was barely 20 when he started to work there.
You came in and dropped your film off and hung around for a while and pet the dog and, found out what was going on in the community.
In Milk's case, it was often politics. He had two goals: to build a populist coalition of ethnic, sexual, and economic minorities that would reshape San Francisco, and to put gays in office. Till then, they had relied on liberal friends to help them. Milk reasoned gay office holders would advance gay rights and defuse stereotyping.
His whole thing was get to your voters individually, riding the buses, shaking hands, looking people in the eye and letting them, experiencing you that way.
Milk also made gays go public. His human billboards were cheap, eye-catching, self-affirming. He once said, "If I turned around every time I got called a faggot, I'd be walking backward, and I don't want to walk backward." Milk ran 3 times and lost. The 4th time he won. In office, he focused on big issues like gay rights and rent control, also paid attention to small things like potholes and a pooper scoop law, always with showmanship and humor, as many recall him saying,
"If it ain't fun, it isn't worth it."
Harvey Milk's rise to power set the stage for his death, assassinated by a conservative supervisor who told police he snapped under the pressure of defending old ways in new times.
His legacy is that you stand up and fight.